Hey everybody, it's Mergle, and today in this one, I wanted to test something out. Came to my mind, because with the changes to leveling, in a way, wouldn't dungeon running be more efficient now, since you never actually have to change dungeons if you don't want to? Um, because the way I see it, right, since every mob always scales to my level, technically I could dungeon run myself through dead mines until level 60. So it is pretty fast in the fact that I never have to leave, right? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna be following myself around and massacring a bunch of junk, and then at the end of it, I will see what happened. All right, here we are, 61 minutes later. Pretty good results, I would consider. I started at like 10 and 3/4. I was somewhere around here. To you, it's just a second ago, but to me, it was an hour and a minute ago. I know I was about somewhere in this range. Um, 10 and 2/3 or maybe 3/4. Um, but we're level 21 exactly at 1 hour and 1 minute half later, right? So 61.5 minutes later is what I'm trying to say. And all I did, I was running around following my other account, following my character, run around, go outside, run to the beginning of the entrance. I don't know. There's probably a more efficient way to get back. Somebody could find out. But for me, what I was doing is I was just going out, jump on my two-seater mount, fly around, run to the entrance, repeat. Over and over. Circle of doing that. And all I would do, as soon as I got in here, go on follow. Easy peasy. 10 levels and a quarter, right? 10 and a quarter levels from this 1 hour and 1 minute run. Pretty darn good, I would consider. And the thing is, before level 15, I wasn't getting very much XP. But that's how it's always been. When you're below the level of the dungeon, you don't get a whole lot of XP. That's just how it always is. So, as soon as I got to level 15, I started getting a substantial amount of XP more every single run. Monsters were given like 4 times the XP. Bosses jumped like 7 times the XP I was getting below. At level 14, I was getting like 250 XP per boss kill. As soon as I hit 15, jumps up to like 1.5k each, somewhere in that range. It was a huge jump, and that really boosted how many levels I was getting. Ever since level 15, all the way up to this level now, I'd get about 1.5 to 1 3/4 XP per run. It seems somewhere in that range, and it's consistent because the monsters scale with my levels. So since every monster is scaling to my level, even though I level up middle of the run, I'm still consistently getting that XP because they immediately scale up too, and then it keeps going, and that's pretty fast XP. At least it has been. I'm gonna try this with Zul'Farrak because I think if you're looking in terms of efficiency, there's nothing wrong with enjoying questing and stuff like that. But I've quested enough. I like doing stuff more efficient and funner ways to me. So if you're looking for efficiency, I think this may be even faster. Not only is it faster than questing, at least from these current results that I've saw, it's efficiency wise, because when you do something like Zul'Farrak, where there's really expensive transmogs, mind you, transmogs do take a long time to sell, but there's really expensive transmogs, you can make a lot of gold in the process of leveling your alts. The main issue with this way of leveling is the fact that it does require somebody else to carry you through the dungeons. I obviously have multiple accounts. This is easy for me. Might be difficult if you don't have either a friend willing to help you or a second account yourself. That's the main concern. But I see it that even if you had one of your buddies helping you, you can make a lot of gold together in the process of leveling your alts. You could run each other through. Since everything is personal loot, you're getting a lot of profit. And with all the gold you could make, you could technically buy tokens and boost another character to level 100 in the process of making a lot of gold, getting your other characters up. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Sure enough, I managed to find a level 45 character on a random server. I don't even know why this character exists. Why I made it way back when, who knows. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow through his rested XP, and then we're going to do an hour from that point, since that gives me a better result. Know what I mean? That's the plan, and we're gonna get into it. Alright, this is completely unrelated. I just want to see what kind of an XP drop I can get from this point with all those monsters. Okay, here you go. Ready? Where did we end up at? Nice. That was pretty far in, but alright, let's keep going. I want to get rid of this rested XP just so we can check. Okay, so this is what I'm starting at. 47 and a third. I've already ran off to the distance with my other account, but yeah, anyways, that's the starting amount. I had on this, right, you have to follow at a safer distance. In Dead Mines, it didn't much matter because you weren't getting killed, but the monsters, you know, the higher they get. This is full of elites. It was beating me up, so I had to keep a distance when I was doing it, but we got through all of our rested XP in one run, so that shows you how many monsters are actually in Zul'Farrak. And yeah, we got quite a bit of XP because we're at like 45 and a half and we got to here. But again, we're rested, so let's see how far we can get from this point in an hour without resting. Alright, so we finished up our final run. It actually ended at 13 seconds when we got here, so just a little over an hour, right? Almost on the dot. And when we started this, we were 47 and a third. So we're right here and level 47. We're now 52 and almost 53. So 5.5 levels in an hour. I think that seems pretty good. I don't know the rates right now, so if you're somebody that's been testing leveling a whole lot in 735, everything I've read indicates that this would be a lot, and this is pretty fast. So it's definitely really cool that power leveling is or carrying dungeons is actually going to become a thing again. Hasn't happened for a long time. It wasn't effective by any means, but yeah, I would actually be over level 53, but the first 2 or 3 runs, I forgot this boss. I didn't forget him. I went over there, and I thought he was following me, but it turns out he has a leash, so he like stops following you and goes back to his place, so I didn't know that. And killing the bosses provides a bunch of bonus XP, so by skipping them, I was negatively impacting my XP a lot. So for like 3 runs, I forgot that boss. I would have easily gotten to 53 because of that. And on top of it, I wasn't doing it very fast. I had to get like a good idea of how I wanted to do it. Since I was following myself, I had to be careful not to aggro. Highly recommend if you would do Zul'Farrak. Even though Chauffeur does not let you get dazed and stuff, a druid's still superior because they can't get polymorphed. I was getting polymorphed, and when that happens, they want to run back and kill my other character, so that did cause a lot of issues. But at the very least, it's safe to say this was a lot of XP. I think it's really good. It seems like it, based off all results that I've read so far about how fast people are leveling. And Zul'Farrak may not even be the best dungeon. It's a plethora of options you can choose from. I could have went to Uldaman. Really, really expensive drops there. Really rare transmogs. Things like that. Could have went there. Has a lot of monsters. High XP runs. Everything is going to be really good too. I mean, really any dungeon. I could go to Blackrock Depths if I wanted something there. If you want something from Stratholme. For example, you're farming the Mount. You have a character following you while you run Stratholme farming the Mount. They're probably going to get a level and a half every run just by being there. So it opens a ton of options for gold making possibilities. You could charge people like 10k an hour. And if I was getting charged 10k an hour, it's really not that bad. Because in a lot of cases, all the loot that I obtain, transmog-wise and stuff, is worth more than 10k. A lot more. It takes a long time to sell transmog and things like that. You have to take that into account, but I easily would have made over 10k from all the stuff that I got. Just a lot of options. Let me know what you think. It just came to mind. I don't know if anybody suggested this yet, but it wasn't really that efficient to run people through dungeons because of the fact that they outleveled them so quickly. You're moving around a whole bunch. But now, with the fact that dungeons scale to your level, you have a ton of options. You can do whatever you want and still get a lot of XP in the process. So, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. And I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.